with the acceptance that you are building in more light-filled connections, then you are feeling more free, you are feeling more divine, and then seeing that you are engaged into an allowance in which the new earth is inside of you. This is where you are seeing that who I am as your Commander Ashtar, of who we are of the angelic realms, of the Galactic Federation of Light are connecting more with you energetically, in you seeing that in unity, your own soul source is unified with our whole galactic crew. It is, then, with your own openness to see that there are no ways to divide who we are as source, then to show you the freedom in being a galactic citizen then comes with being a protector of all of life as one unified field of energy. With such an inner activation, then you are healed into intentions that are brought with you into a new rise of your own focus to create more for our ascended realms, which is upgrading all of your home worlds as a result. The past, which is the travel you took to be in duality, is quickly coming out of the long drawn out stage of dualistic natures, to be fulfilled in your missions to uphold the light, and into knowing that you have the ability to accomplish such a sacred task. With such a balanced way of being, then you are entering into a mastery of who you know yourself to be in being multidimensional, in accessing more of your star roots. Our star nations are consciously awakened, in a future existence, unsure there will be those unaware of how this works, trying to use the 3D mind to form it into some type of concept, and often ask with ego, but how can you prove that? From the future? I'm not saying I believe you or not, but I don't want to hear about it. Sounds too strange for me. This is the lower self of humanity, which is unable to access the higher dimensions, and as a result stays into a state of unconsciousness, unable to see the full scope of being centered into more unity. Unity consciousness is a future reality, which is all based into everyone knowing who they are, and as you are awakening more, then you are shedding off all of the layers of amnesia, and it is not about using the mind to remember all of this. No, that is an error in consciousness, as to awaken yourself from duality first needs a detachment from the ego, from the 3D mind, which will try and analyze ascension into something that is tangible and logical to what is accepted now. Often when you have a majority of humanity under the illusory reality that there are no life forms outside of Earth that are more advanced, unaware of our existence of who we are of the Galactic Federation of Light, of your angelic guardians, then you still have much deception on your world. Outside of this is in your awakening to support our light team, to know that in being from the stars, your roots are divine, as you are seeing how unity works among all workers for the light, by choice. Yes, naturally there is a choice that comes along with ascension, to choose to keep rising in dimensions, to choose to keep doing light work, to choose to keep focused on your missions, as this is how you enter more of your true self. With your intent to know that you are full of a natural gloriousness, then it is never an ego focus to say, I am better than them, as you notice how the ego often is focused on inferiority, or superiority. To release this harmful way of existence is to know that you are able to see in the sense of oneness, in the sense of balance, not in the sense of hierarchy, as this is how Atlantis fell, from an inability to see in the sense of complete balance. Ending the hierarchy that spread over to Lemurua are then seeing that inner Earth Agartha has already worked through that process, and have evolved into a state that you embrace in your own focus to rise out of all of duality. When you travel into accessing the blissful worlds, then you see that in a miraculous nature, then you are cosmically connected to the highest level of evolution on this physical plane. With a risen frequency, then you are manifesting the reality that you create inside of you, in how you remain stable is in your return to your divine heritage, where you are completely connected to your intuition. Your nature to see in the sense of unity is about you knowing that you have the ability to see greater heights of evolution than how humanity has been in, as this is how you see ascension more. In having an inner knowing more of who you are as an extraterrestrial, then it is simple to connect with many more extraterrestrials on this planet, as you notice such beings are talking about ascension, and are aware of your missions. This is about seeing how you have all received training prior to coming to planet Earth, and a large part of this has been centered into you being creative, using crystal healing, and sharing your wisdom inside about ascension. It is not about talking about how fear is normal, it is about seeing that with the removal of fear, then you are able to keep rising in vibrations into more harmony, into more of your source. With a guided pathway, then you are staying calm, you are being generous, even with all of the outer drama of 3D, as this shows you your mastery is inside of you, not outside of you. Connecting with this inner merging more with a state of grace is where you are filled with much clarity to see in more harmony, to then see the necessity to uphold more of our ascended realms. Upholding the light allows you to see a natural balance in your own return to a state of bliss, which is aligned in opening up more of your chakras. Opening more of your chakras is a major upgrade in your energy systems to see that you have the ability to be more fulfilled in your life experience, to know your true potential more. With an openness to see that in seeing more greatness, then you are able to see that with the DNA activation fully of your body, then you are entered into a higher state of reality. While you are still seeing how this whole process works all from trusting more of your inner knowing, then you are risen to see that in being the Christ more, then you are returned to a state of uniting with your sacred self. This process intensifies the more you are fueling yourself up with more stillness, the more you are feeling that healing essence of your soul to be more vibrant in your energy field. Your inner ability to manifest this is all in alignment with your focus to just keep being creative. And sure, there will be days when the ego says, but I should maybe do it later, and to see that you are not the mind, it makes it easier to detach from such conditioning. To see more of your higher self is to then see no stops in your collective mission for our galactic ground crew, into a stage of completion in which you are no longer needed to reincarnate, and have earned your role into our galactic communities again. This earning process has been in you seeing that with your talents in sharing more information about ascension, about being more creative with an intent for service, then you are leaps and bounds in your evolutionary process. From the notions that you create from being more advanced in life, in being more present, in living more in awareness of your higher consciousness, then you are shifting more out of all states of divided natures. We stand in unity always. We are the angelic realms. We are the Galactic Federation of Light.